Hello, my name is Mara and I am a storyteller and I absolutely love my job. And one of the reasons that I love my job is because I think stories are very, very important. Now you might be thinking, stories important? Stories are important. Stories are definitely not important. Stories are just stories, but actually, stories can change the world. Now, one of the things that I love about telling stories is that a story that was told 1,000 years ago can actually be very, very familiar to us, even though we're living in the present. And the stories that we tell now, in 1,000 years, somebody might read or hear these stories and think, yeah, I understand what those people were going through 1,000 years ago, because stories connect us as people. Yes, stories make us laugh, stories teach us different things, there are morals in stories, but ultimately, stories connect us. They tie us to people, they tie us to the people that we have come from, they tie us to the places that we have come from, or the places that we can imagine. All of these things bring us together. But when you're telling a story, it's important to really put yourself fully and wholly in that story. Because when you are in that place, any story that comes tumbling out of your mouth, the people, the audience listening, are absolutely going to feel it. So I have a little activity for us to do right now. Are you ready? I would like you to close your eyes. Have you done that? Good. Now just take a really big, deep breath in and exhale. Keep your eyes closed, and I want you to think of the room that you are in right now. No cheating, don't open your eyes, but I want you to focus on what you can hear. Maybe you can hear the wind blowing through. Maybe there are people talking. You might even be able to hear what they're saying. There might be somebody outside shouting or talking loudly to their friends. Any clanging or clattering or banging? There might be a dog barking or a little tiny cat meowing sweetly. What else can you hear? Is there any music playing? Sometimes there might just be silence too. Keep your eyes closed and now become aware of anything that has a particular smell around you. Maybe you have some flowers nearby. Maybe somebody has walked in and is wearing a really lovely perfume. Can you smell it? Maybe somebody has cooked some delicious food and you might have just eaten or you're getting ready to eat. What can you smell? Now, think about how this place makes you feel physically. Is it hot? Is it cold? Do you feel happy in this place? Do you feel comfortable in this place? Do you feel safe in this place? How does this place make you feel? And still keeping your eyes closed, I want you to try and remember what the place looks like. Think of any tables or chairs or sofas. Maybe there's a bookshelf in the corner. You might even have noticed that there are any books on it. Maybe you remember the book titles. What else can you see? Were there any pictures on the walls? Think of everything in that room around you at this very moment in time. Any plants that might be in plant pots. Have you got it? Okay. I'd like you now to open your eyes and just look around. It might be that the place you're in actually now feels a little bit different. You might just be a little bit more aware of all the things that are happening and taking place around you. Does it feel any different? If it doesn't, then it means that even before we did this exercise, you were very, very aware of your surroundings. And that's a really important thing when you're telling a story. Because when we want people to listen and imagine where we are and we're telling them about this happened and that happened, if they can picture themselves right in the center of the story, then you have got their attention and you can tell any story that you like and you know that your audience is going to love it. You might want to try this exercise again. Might be now, might be sometime in the future, But perhaps the next time you could imagine the place that you're in. It might be your dream job. It might be perhaps you've always wanted to go to the space station. So imagine yourself up there. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? Maybe you've always lived in the city and you quite want to imagine what it might be like out in the countryside. Try this experiment over and over again and really put yourself into that space. It's quite good fun.